Hello everybody, welcome to 21st Century IAS Delhi campus's C.A.R.E initiative, Current Affairs through Reverse Engineering. This is Goli Varsha. Here's an announcement. Our prestigious upscale program has now come up with UPSC Confidence Covenant module. This includes 100 days plan for 1000 marks mains, 300 hours intensive lectures, 10,000 plus MCQs via previous year questions, 1000 plus mains, question and answers. And for our old students, there's 50% concession and course is available in online and offline mode. It is starting from 1st November. Do attend the workshop at 10 a.m. in the first floor, Old Rajendra Nagar, near Agarwal Suites, above Muthoot Finance, New Delhi. Let us look into the first article for the day, the legality of using white. Now, which of the following statements is or true about white phosphorus can be a potential question in your prelims. So, let's see a few basics about white phosphorus. White phosphorus is a pyrophoric substance. What is a pyrophoric substance? Pyro means fire and phoric is having such tendency. Pyrophoric means it ignites when spontaneously when it comes in contact with air. Okay, and this white phosphorus is in category 1 of pyrophoric solids. Okay, which means it catches fire spontaneously when exposed to air and it is most unstable. All right, and why is it in news? Because Human Rights Watch recently accused Israel of using white phosphorus munitions in Gaza and said that such weapons put civilians at risk of serious and long-term injury. That is the reason we are discussing about white phosphorus. Now let us look into the MCQ. Consider the following statements with regard to weapons convention. Under the conventions, challenge inspection, countries agreed to allow inspections anytime, anywhere without the ability to refuse. This is true. It is the world's first multilateral disarmament agreement to provide for the elimination of an entire category of weapons of mass destruction within a fixed time. Yes, this is also true. India is a signatory and a party to the Chemical Weapons Convention of the Organization for Prohibition of Chemical Weapons, with headquarters at The Hague, Netherlands. This is also true. So you have to understand one thing, that this Chemical Weapons Convention and OPCW are interrelated. Okay. How OPCW, that is Organization for Prohibition of Chemical Weapons, is the implementing agency or implementing body for Chemical Weapons Convention. This OPCW was constituted in 1997 and it won the Nobel Prize in the year 2003. These are some basics that you have to know. Okay. Okay. Now, all the three statements are correct. So, which of the given statements are correct? So, C is the answer. With reference to Organization for Prohibition of Chemical Weapons, consider the following statements. It is an organization of European Union in working relationship with NATO and WHO. No, this is wrong because India is a signatory. India is a signatory and India is a member. Okay, so this is wrong. Okay, so first statement is wrong. That means A is gone, C is gone, D is gone. Which of the statements are correct? 2 and 3 are correct. Alright, so if you know one fact, you can answer this question. Alright, yeah, next article. ISA to release report on global adoption of solar technology in November. What is ISA? International Solar Alliance. Okay, there are a few important points in this article. The International Solar Alliance, gathering of 116 member countries formed to accelerate the global adoption of solar technology, will for the first time compile and release global solar stock take report. This is inspired by first ever global stock take of the United Nations Conference of Paris, scheduled to be held in Dubai later this year. Okay, now what is global stock take? Global stock take report. Okay, it is a periodic review mechanism established under Paris Agreement in 2015. Okay, and it takes place every 5 years, and the first one to get concluded is at the UN Conference of Parties 28 in 2023. Alright, so these things you have to remember. And here there is mention about Global Solar Facility. Global Solar Facility, ISA has actually constituted this one, and it will have 3 funds: Payment Guarantee Fund, Insurance Fund to mitigate project risks, and an investment fund for technical assistance. So this is also important for prelims. Alright, and here solar photovoltaic installations globally touched 1133 gigawatts as of 2022, with 191 gigawatts being added in 2022. Nearly a fourth, or about 350 megawatts, is installed in China. Which is not a member of ISA. This is very important. China is not a member of ISA. Okay, and India ranks among the top 5 countries globally with 62 gigawatts. This is also important for prelims. Alright, now we'll get into the MCQ. Consider the following statements with regard to Global Solar Facility. It was set up under United Nations Framework on Climate Change. No, it was set up on the basis of ISA, so International Solar Alliance. So this is gone. Payment Guarantee Fund, Insurance Fund, and Investment Fund of this facility were aimed to open solar markets across the world and accelerate transition to net zero. We've just seen, right, all these 3 funds in the news article. Here, 3 funds. So that is asked. Only 2 is correct. With reference to Global Environment Facility, which of the following statements are correct? It serves as financial mechanism for Convention on Biological Diversity and United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. Yes, this is correct. And it undertakes scientific research on environmental issues at global level. No, it is a funding mechanism. So B is wrong, A is correct. So only A is right. And GEF is also associated with United Nations Convention to Combat Desertification, Minamata Convention, Stockholm Convention on Persistent Organic Pollutants, and this one, CBD, that is Convention on Biological Diversity, and UNFCCC. Alright, so remember these things. It will be easy for elimination also. Now, next article. Cabinet approves nutrient-based subsidy rates for Rabi season on phosphatic and potassic fertilizers. Alright, now what is nutrient-based subsidy scheme? One thing you have to remember, that all non-urea based fertilizers are regulated under nutrient-based subsidy scheme. Okay, fertilizers are provided to farmers at subsidized rates based on nutrients, that is NPKs, right? That one. What is the aim of this NBS scheme? To promote optimal usage of phosphatic and potassic fertilizers. There is a ratio, right? NPK ratio, that is 4:2:1. But our farmers do not use the fertilizers this way. They use urea in disproportionately high percentages. Okay, so to curb that one, they came up with NBS. Okay, now we'll get into the MCQ. Consider the following statements. The MRP of urea is statutorily fixed by the Government of India. Yes, that is true. The MRP of urea in India is exclusive of taxes and inclusive of no, not inclusive. It is exclusive of taxes and charges towards neem coating. So this is wrong. India is the second largest importer of urea in the world. No, it is the first largest importer. So only one statement is correct. Now, previous year question related to this theme. Which one of the following statements about fertilizers is not correct? See, this is the catch here. Please be very cautious whenever you're reading the questions. Urea is a phosphorus containing fertilizers? No, urea is mainly used for what? Nitrogen. So this is wrong. And they're asking incorrect, right? So this is the answer. Alright. Next. Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs approves inclusion of Jamrani Dam multi-purpose project of Uttarakhand. Okay. So this Jamrani Dam multi-purpose project, just in case, to be on a safer side, it is in Uttarakhand. Remember that. And the other one is PM Krishi Sinchai Yojana. Okay, you have to know the basics about that one. Alright. And central assistance in proportion 90% center and 10% state for the balance works components of the project under PMKSY and AIBP. Alright. Now we'll look into the MCQ related to this. Consider the following statements with regard to Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana, Accelerated Irrigation Benefit Program. See, you should know some basics with respect to Krishi Sinchai Yojana. Okay, Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana has two major components. One is the Accelerated Irrigation Benefit Program, and the other one is Har Khet Ko Pani. Okay, and it has subcomponents again. Okay, combined area development and water management, surface minor irrigation system, repair, renovation and restoration of water bodies and groundwater development. Okay, so command area development and water management, surface minor irrigation, renovation, restoration and repair of water bodies, then groundwater component. Okay, these are the major two components, and in addition to this there are other things like per drop more crop, okay, and watershed development component. Alright, now we'll see the MCQ. Accelerated Irrigation Benefits Program component of PMKSY is for creation of irrigation potential through major and medium irrigation projects. Yes, this is true. It aims to enhance physical access of water on farm and expand cultivable area under assured irrigation, improve on-farm water use efficiency. This is true. So both the statements are correct. Now, previous year question. Which of the following statements with regard to Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana are correct? Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana was launched during 2015 and 16. Yes, it is correct. So, when one is correct, the C is gone. The basic aim of PMKSY is to enhance physical access to water on the farm. True. One of the main objectives of PMKSY is to achieve convergence of investments in irrigation at the field level. This is also true. So 1, 2, 3 are correct. Now, next article. Coal India Limited auction calendar for linkage auctions. Okay. We'll look into the MCQ related to this. Consider the following statements. For non-coking coal, Coal India Limited sets notified prices for each grade with price discrimination between regulated sector and non-regulated sector. This is true. The authority to notify prices for coking coal was delegated to the respective subsidiaries of Coal India Limited. This is also true. And National Coal Index is a price index combining the prices of coal from the sales channels, including notified prices, auction prices, and import prices. All the three statements are correct. Okay, now we'll see the MCQ, previous year MCQ related to this topic. Consider the following statements. Coal sector was nationalized by the government of India under Indira Gandhi. This is true. So they are asking correct statements. So B and C are gone. Now we'll see. Now coal blocks are allocated on a lottery basis. No, they are not allocated on lottery basis. Auctions happen, right? So 2 is wrong. You don't need to read third statement. 1 is the answer. Okay. Now we'll look into the next article. MOSPI releases employment outlook of the country for the period September 2017 to August 2023. Okay. The National Statistical Office, NSO, Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation, has released the employment outlook of the country. This can be a potential question. Who releases the employment outlook in India? It is MOSPI, NSO. Alright, MOSPI is the ministry and NSO is the office. You have to remember for prelims. Next, MCQ. Employees State Insurance Act. Employees State Insurance Act was enacted in 1948. Okay. It is applicable to non-seasonal manufacturing establishments employing 10 or more workers. This is true. So, B is gone. ESI scheme for India is an integrated social security scheme tailored to provide socio-economic protection to the workers in the organized and unorganized, no, not unorganized sector. Okay, it is only for organized sector. So 1 is the right answer. A new era of competition law. The Centre recently paved the way for the Competition Commission of India to enforce competition laws by allowing violators to enter into a settlement or make certain commitments to refrain from carrying out anti-competitive activities. Okay. We'll look into the MCQ related to this. Consider the following statements with regard to Competition Commission of India. It consists of a chairperson and 6 members appointed by the central government. This is true. It is a statutory body. Yes, because it was constituted through Act, Competition Commission of India Act in the year 2002 and it was amended in 2007. So 1 and 2 are correct. It regulates acquisition, acquiring of control and mergers and acquisition which causes or likely to cause an appreciable adverse effect on competition within India. This is also true. All the 3 statements are correct. In India, mergers and acquisition of firms are regulated by Competition Commission of India. The third statement, right here in this question, the third statement exactly defines Competition Commission of India. Next article. BJP Congress move Election Commission for Model Code violations. Okay, now what is Model Code of Conduct? It is enforced from the date of announcement of Consider the following statements with regard to Model Code of Conduct. It is enforced from the date of announcement of election scheduled by the Election Commission and is operational till the process of elections are completed. This is absolutely true. It lays down how political parties contesting candidates and parties in power should conduct themselves during the process of elections. This is also true. During by-elections, in case the constituency is comprised in state capital or metropolitan cities or municipal corporation, then the code would be applicable in the entire state concerned. No. It is limited to that constituency itself. Okay, so 1 and 2 are correct. Only 2 statements are right. Alright. Which of the following statements concerning the Election Commission's Model Code of Conduct are not correct? Okay, the Model Code of Conduct has been provided by the Constitution of India. No, this is not true. Which article says about Model Code of Conduct explicitly? No. So 1 is wrong, A and B are gone. And if you observe in C and D, fourth statement is correct. Alright, so you don't need to read fourth statement because it is obviously true. Now read second and third statement, you will get your answer. The Model Code of Conduct emerged out of a voluntary decision by political parties in 1968 to abide by certain norms of electoral campaign. So, this is also true. Okay, this is also true. So, here fourth is true, second is true. So, third statement is wrong. Like by observing the options, I'm telling you, one is wrong and we deleted A and B, and then fourth is obviously true, second is true, then left bacha hua kya hai, that is 3, right? So 3 is wrong. It can't be, like 2 and 3 together can't be true according to the options. Which of the following statements concerning the Election Commission's Model Code of Conduct are not correct? The Model Code of Conduct has been provided by the Constitution of India. No, this is wrong. In which article is Model Code of Conduct explicitly written in Constitution? None of the articles. So this is wrong. Okay. The Model Code of Conduct emerged out of a voluntary decision by political parties in 1968 to abide by certain norms of electoral campaign. Yes, this is right statement, but they are asking not correct, right? So wherever 2 is there, you have to cut it off. And wherever 1 is there, you have to retain those options. So C is also gone. Now read 3. In case of violation of Model Code of Conduct, the Supreme Court of India can step in on its own accord. No. So 1 and 3 are correct. You don't need to read the fourth statement because it's already gone. Yeah, next article. India considers sending Armenia more weapons. More weapons. We'll look into the MCQ related to this. Missile, consider the following pairs: missile defense system and the country. India, Arrow, no. India is Barak 8. Israel, so this will also be wrong. Russia, Iron Dome, no, because this is Israel's, and USA is third. Yeah, this is correct. So only one. All right. What is Terminal High Altitude Area Defense? Sometimes seen in news. It is a American anti-missile program. C is the answer. Now, how foreign exchange swaps help to drain out of flood system with liquidity? We'll look into the MCQ related to this. Consider the following: Indian rupees exchange rate, liquidity in banking system, sovereign bond yields. Foreign exchange currency swaps conducted by RBI will have an effect on how many of the options listed above? All the 3, right? All the 3. With reference to Indian economy, consider the following statements. An increase in nominal effective exchange rate indicates the appreciation of rupee. Yes. An increase in real effective exchange rate indicates an improvement in trade competitiveness. The second statement is wrong. An increasing trend in domestic inflation relative to inflation in other countries is likely to cause an increasing divergence between near and rear. This is correct. So 1 and 3 are correct. Option C is the answer. This is it for today. Thank you.